Hi, I'm Michelle Begue with a look at what's happening in Latin America now. But first, our news trivia. A 16-million-year-old dolphin skull has been found in which of the countries that comprise the Amazon River basin? We'll have the answer later. Venezuela is preparing for its July 28th elections, where 10 candidates have registered to challenge President Nicolás Maduro. The main opposition coalition says they have not been able to formally register their candidate, Corina Lloris, online before the deadline. An 80-year-old academic, Lloris was named the opposition coalition candidate last week by Maria Corina Machado. She won the opposition nomination last year by a landslide, but has been blocked from running by Venezuela's Supreme Court. Nicolás Maduro celebrated the formalization of his candidacy. Candidates in the running include some former Hugo Chavez rivals, like a comedian and an evangelical pastor. In El Salvador, President Nayib Bukele deployed 6,000 military and police forces to root out gang members in the northern part of the country. 2 people were murdered north of the country's capital, San Salvador, and 2 culprits from a gang have been captured. The defense minister says they will completely clean the area and extract every last remnant of gangs. Bukele launched a war on gangs in March 2022 when he declared a state of emergency. Under the provisions, authorities have rounded up about 75,000 suspected gang members and locked them away in a prison. They did this by suspending the need for arrest warrants. Now let's go to my colleague Joel Richards in Argentina, who has a special report.
Brazil and Argentina are suffering a historic outbreak of dengue fever. Brazil has confirmed over 2 million cases that have led to more than 600 deaths. Argentina, with a far smaller population, has seen in excess of 150,000 cases with more than 100 deaths. Symptoms of the illness include headaches, high fever, vomiting and muscle and joint pain. People infected more than once can experience severe health complications. So the question is, what is going on and why is this happening? Many experts agree that the pattern of dengue is changing. The outbreak is happening earlier than expected in the year. The number of cases has sharply risen from last year, and the virus is spreading to regions in both countries where it had not been seen previously. The reasons behind this include constant heat waves caused by climate change or also poor sanitation in urban areas. According to the World Health Organization, the outbreak this year has been fueled by higher rainfall caused by the El Niño phenomenon. There are concerns in both countries over the delay in the vaccine rollout and whether authorities can secure enough vaccine shots for the years to come, as dengue fever is increasingly prevalent.
Bolivia's ancient indigenous language called Aymara is still alive. The National Institute of Statistics conducted its first census in 12 years with some 800,000 volunteers. The count will hopefully determine how many people speak the Aymara language. Preliminary results show it's still very much alive. The government says this census and questionnaire will provide data that can help define public policies in the future. This could lead to a better distribution of resources as well as political seats in Congress. Now let's see what stories we're following for next week. We're monitoring droughts in Colombia due to extreme weather. In the northeastern part of the country, manatees are increasingly becoming trapped in swamps as rivers and streams suffer from lower water levels. Since 2023, community-based monitoring programs made up of fishermen and locals have been coming to the rescue as they search for the trapped manatees. Temperatures are exceeding 40 degrees Celsius, cracking the soil and putting at risk the animals and wildlife who live in the terrain. And now the answer to our news trivia. The answer is B. This month, paleontologists from Peru presented the skull of a giant dolphin that most likely lived 16 million years ago in the rivers of the Peruvian Amazon. The almost intact skull was found in 2018, but testing was delayed because of the COVID-19 pandemic. The scientists say they had no idea this dolphin lived in the region all those years ago, as they have identified similar fossils in India. This river water dolphin is estimated to have measured 3 to 3.5 meters long. And that's it for this week. We'll see you again soon on Latin America Now.